we're going to do 7.2. We are still converting between cups, pints, quarts, and gallons, as we know that can be helpful when we are cooking, baking, or doing any sort of liquid measurements. But today we're going to take it a step further, and we're also going to be incorporating in some fractions. So today we're going to do a practice problem. The Social Studies Club wants to make paper mache globes. To make the paste, each club will mix 3/4 cup glue with 1/4 cup water. The club has 9 members. They have 1 quart of water. Is there enough water for everyone? So I need to look through that even though it tells us how much glue we're using, that is not what our question includes. So I know I need the 1/4 cup of water and the fact that there are 9 members. So I'm going to start with just figuring out how many cups of water we need altogether before I'm going to convert it and see if they have enough water in terms of the quart. So I'm going to take my 1/4 for my first member, add another 1/4 for my second member, my third member, my fourth member, the fifth member, sixth member, seventh member, 8th member, and the 9th member. And if I know I add all of these together, I know I'm going to end up with 9/4. I do want to go ahead and convert that to see how many cups we're going to have. So as I look at 9/4, I know that 4 can go into 9 2 whole times, and I still have 1/4 left over. So I'm going to use 2 1/4 cups of water. Now we need to convert that into our quarts to see if we have enough. Well, I'm going to think of our chart that we made yesterday, thinking about cups, pints, quarts, gallons, and I'm going to remember that in 1 pint, I had 2 cups, and in 1 quart, I had 2 pints. So what I'm thinking is that in 1 quart is that we have 4 cups in 1 quart. So because of this, if they only need 2 1/4 cups of water, and there are 4 cups in 1 quart, yes, they have enough water. So I want to show you another way that we can look at solving this besides just using a number model. We can also look at this in terms of fraction circles. So I've gone ahead and drawn out our fractions. So I'm going to just shade in the 1/4 cup of water that each person would be using. Okay. And I could once again go through and add all of these together to determine that we would end up with 9/4 of a cup as well. And as we looked on our last problem, or on the last page, we saw that that equals 2 1/4 cups. And we figured out that they still would have enough because there are 4 quarts in a gallon. Another way that we can look at this is also using a number line. So on my number line here, I've started at 0, and I have gone ahead and labeled where 8 cups would be, where a half gallon would be, all the way up to 16 cups, which is the same as 1 gallon. So if I think about that, I've gone through and I've used up our 2 1/4. If I go through, I can start here and say that they've used 1 cup, 2 cups, and then a little bit more right here. And I can also look at the idea of our gallons and the chart that we had made, knowing that if I went backwards, I could also label and see that we would have, at our 8 cups, this would be 7 cups, 6 cups, 5 cups, 4 cups, which is also the same as our 1 quart. So this number line can also show that, yes, they are below our 1 quart and have plenty of water. So today you're going to use these same ideas of the number stories with some fractions converting between cups, pints, quarts, and gallons. To do pages 232 and 233, there are no math boxes today. So make sure you get those 2 pages done, submit them in your Google Classroom, and then you can work on your home link tonight of 7.2. Good luck.